Hey there, if you head out four-wheel driving, there's a fair chance at some point you're going to come across some kind of problem or obstacle. On this video, I want to share with you 5 things that you should take with you when four-wheel driving. And hang around to the end, because I'll share a bonus tip of something else that you should carry with you when you head out. I'm Nathan, and here at Every Road Adventures, we're all about helping you discover and create your own adventure. Now let's get into it. So as you can see here on the tailgate, I've got a number of items that you should carry with you. Well, the first item is a phone and charger. Now, we all carry our phone everywhere, so it really makes sense that we should have it, and it's probably something we're going to take anyway. But the reason why we should have some form of communication when we're out four-wheel driving is in case of something going wrong. You know, if say we have an accident and we're lucky enough to be able to walk away from it, we can find some reception and make a call. Perhaps we're out camping, and this happened to me once. We're actually out camping up at the Bluff Hut in the Vic High Country. It was the first time I'd been up there. We reached there the night. We got there about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, had plenty of time to play around. We were going to sleep in the swags outside. We made phone called home to just get in touch because we'd been away for a few days. Found out that there was a massive storm about to come through, so we made the decision to go and stay inside the hut and sleep in the hut. And as predicted, the storm hit us, and hit us pretty strongly. If we hadn't have had our phone and been able to make a phone call home, we wouldn't have known that, and we would have been drenched and had a terrible night sleeping. But you also make sure you bring your charger, because there's no point having a phone if it's got a flat battery, because you may as well leave it at home. So make sure you do bring along your phone charger with you as well. Cocky. You wanted to be part of it, you're part of it. Yes, yes. You made the movie, man. The second item in our list of 5 things to carry in your four-wheel drive when four-wheel driving is recovery gear. And by that I mean snatch strap or recovery tracks. You know, stuff like what I've got here. You know, even it comes down to your winch. There's a whole host of items and products that are all associated with recovery gear. It should be your responsibility as a four-wheel driver to carry that gear with you. But not everyone does, unfortunately. Because at least if you get stuck and someone does come along, you're not relying on them to be carrying it. Even if you just need a quick snatch out of a bog hole or up the side of a hill or something, if you've got the gear, they're going to be a lot more inclined to go, no worries, just hook up, we'll snatch off. Our third item is an air compressor. Now, I'm sure by now we all know that if you do go four-wheel driving, you've at least heard that you should lower your tyre pressures, right? But what that means is at the end of the day, once we're finished, we need to reinflate them, bring them back up to road-going pressures. And that's where we need an air compressor. Pump them back up. Now, depending on where you are, you may be too far from a service station with an air compressor to pump them back up. So at least carrying an air compressor with you, whether it's wide in hard like mine or in a little carry pouch that you hook up to the battery, this allows you to pump your tyres up at the end of your tracks. By doing that, that actually saves your tyres from major damage at some point and prolongs the life of them. What does it also do? It also gives you a chance that if you do spring a little leak, that you might be able to just pump it up and keep going rather than change it, just to get you out of trouble. Because you might be on a really nasty hill angle, tyres going flat, quick pump up of the tyre will get you out of trouble rather than having to change it. Before we go on, go and hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more great videos, tips, reviews and adventure vlogs so that we can help you discover and create your own adventure. The fourth item on our list is water. Water is super important. I don't think I need to tell or remind anyone that. We need water to keep us hydrated. You know, there's a lot of dangers when we're out four-wheel driving and we need to keep our wits about us. If we're dehydrated, we can't make those decisions properly. But also, water goes in your car, in a radiator. You know, we need to keep that topped up. And if you do spring a little bit of a leak while you're out in the tracks, you can use your water to top the radiator up. You know, not always, I haven't always carried water, and it has caught me unstuck a couple of times. One time does come to mind where I had used to have an old Hilux. It blew a radiator hose. I didn't have any hose and I didn't have any spare water. I was able to trim the hose up and get it on, but I had no spare water. So I had to call for some help for there. If I had water on me, I would have got out of trouble and wouldn't need to make that phone call. But again, make sure you carry water. I carry drink bottles, and I also carry 60 litres in a water tank in the back of the ute. So it's super important, and if you do have the availability to spread it out over a couple of different places, if one place does spring a leak, then you've still got other water to use. The fifth item on our list of 5 items to carry with you when you go 4-wheel driving, and now remember, we've got the bonus item coming up. This 5th item is tools, basic toolkit. Now, make sure that your vehicle has got at least a tyre lever and a jack. You'd be surprised how many vehicles out there are not carrying a jack or a tyre iron. Make sure you carry one, because if you do end up getting a flat tyre that needs to be changed, you're up the creek in a barbed wire boat if you don't have a jack or tyre iron. Even a simple toolkit like the spanners I've got here, and I've got a whole stack more in here, and I didn't spend a fortune, you know, just got some cheap ones because I don't use them very often. Then I've used them a stack of times, from simple day trips where a bolt has rattled loose on the bash plate and I've just tightened it back up before we lose the bolt and create some more damage, to major repairs and running repairs on the side of a creek in the middle of Cape York, just to get a car de-drowned, de-watered and back on the road. So a basic toolkit can allow you to do a whole stack of things. All right, time for that bonus tip. Now, this goes without saying. It is your sense of adventure. Don't leave your home without it. Your sense of adventure allows you to go and see things. It goes experience things. It will take you to places that you have never been. If you don't carry a sense of adventure, then, well, you may as well stay home, because that's what allows us to go and get out. We're here, you're here obviously in this channel because you like getting outdoors and want to go and experience more. Well, you've already got that sense of adventure, so make sure you pack it with you when you head out. Hopefully I'll see you out 4-wheel driving out in the tracks sometime soon, exploring this great backyard of ours. But if you're after somewhere to explore and want some inspiration, go and check out our adventure playlist up here. I'll see you then.